Well, it is full time. Escotini, Orlando Pirates 1, Mamelodi Sundowns 1. We survived a scare and Ouaddou doesn't have to answer too many questions for this one. First off, Mokwena scores a goal from another set piece. We conceded another one from a corner, but in the second half, Sibilibili came and made himself known, made himself counted, and saves the day. We go to Lucas Masterpieces Muripe Stadium with an opportunity to still go through. It is not all doom and gloom. I don't know how you felt about this game, but I'm pretty sure that I got my prediction right. I predicted 1-1 in the preview. And so we go again, and yeah, it's not all over. We still have a chance to go for the 4 Pete's player rating show on the Happy People TV. Don't touch that dial. Aha. Let's go. Yeah, boy. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Happy People TV Orlando Pirates fan channel. This is your player rating show, and I am your host, KP, and I'm joined by Mr. Coach for this player rating show. Mr. Coach.
What up, Rayaga? Now my club did enough to win the game. But my club did enough to win the game. The refereeing in this country is sickening, but yeah, no. Tough game to an extent. I think honestly it's a fair result. It's a good reflection of the game. I thought nobody overpowered the other side. Mr. Keaton McKenzie is a VAR last season, and true to the behaviors of politicians, we are still here with our hands in our pockets waiting for this VAR that is so necessary, clearly. I'm glad, in fact, we got something from the game, especially because the supporters were so disgruntled. Lots of good things to talk about from this game. So yeah, I generally, in fact, my weekend has been saved. I wasn't here.
Yeah, okay, then let's have a bit of a summary of the game. That's actually showing something a little bit weird. It's saying 56% possession for Sundowns with 3 big chances, but only 9 shots with 6 on target. We have 6 on target, also 14 shots and only 1 big chance created. What do you make of the game as a whole? You just said right now, we did enough to win the game, and maybe the referees screwed us up. But where do you feel like the game was won or lost today?
You know what, Veto? I thought it was very balanced, bro. We tried to build up from the back quite a lot, and I think we did a decent job of that. Sundowns had the lion's share of possession. I think even if 56% is a little bit below what actually happened. I think they had most of the ball, to be honest.
Yeah, for most of the game.
Yeah, they were in control. You can kind of say a game of 2 halves to an extent. I think in the second half, Coach Ouaddou definitely said something that won him the second half, if you will. I think he made the right changes. Very happy with his selection as well. And I think not too many clear-cut chances in the game, to be completely honest. I think we managed to restrict Sundowns, I'm really honest. I don't think we were ever really under pressure from them, except probably like moments after they scored their goal. I think they had that 1 chance, but otherwise a good display, especially from our defense. Our midfield was quite resolute. I think Ndule and Mbata had quite a decent performance there. Our right hand side was much better than it has been in the previous games. Sibilibili is the change we needed, to be completely honest.
Yeah, along with Van Rooyen.
Yeah, along with Van Rooyen, actually. I thought he gave a really good showing. Sundowns also had decent defense, to be completely honest. I think the man of the match, Kimagim Tunyelo, I thought he did well to keep Mofokeng and Hoto at bay. But Hoto did get past them, I think, once or twice, get a cross in there. Good changes that the coach made. Mahopa gave us a little bit more in terms of energy. He was found in all kinds of areas of the pitch, as we know him to be. That definitely helped. I think maybe we lacked the final ball to an extent. I think that final pass was... We rushed things. It was a little bit of the Pirates of old, last season, where we would be very
Frantic.
Very frantic in the final third. Rush decisions. I think we didn't manage the game as much as we should when we had the ball. But yeah, I think a good entertaining game of football, to be completely honest. Again, Pirates ish bafethu. Bola ya moyeng back five vele dawe mfethu. Tebogo Mokoena, one of the shortest men on the pitch, won all of his aerial battles, bro. That for me is unacceptable. You look at the fact that I think all their corners they missed. We didn't defend the corners. They missed, and that's a big cause for concern. That nightmare continues with us. But yeah, one moment nyana where the salesman could have hurt us, but otherwise I think Sundowns was not threatening, and not for a lack of trying. Honestly, in the first half they did try to get behind us, but they just did not pose much of a threat. Second half, Cardoso probably lost the game with his changes as well at the second half. But yeah, like I'm saying, it was a very balanced game. I wouldn't say anybody dominated. Again, Sundowns had possession, but it was useless possessions as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the first half stats here, and it looked like we had one shot to the 5 in the first half, and we were talking about that possession, 63% possession they had in the first half, and then if you look at the second half stats, we actually had 53, and 13 of our total of 14 shots came in that second half, and obviously they had the early injury. Tembazwane, I think there was a turning point in the game. I was saying in the watch along that I'm seeing something happen here. I think it was more of us not giving up with our game plan rather than like the game plan changing and then not knowing what to do with it. I think they literally, it looked like they just got bored at some point, especially or tired. Like I was even asking you, Horo, actually, what's going on? Have they played more than we have? Have they played more recently than we have? And even in the post match press conference, Cardoso, he was citing that tiredness. So overall, I would say we did do well. Like you said, the selection, I feel like we had a pretty strong team. Mahopa, striker, really, he held the game for us in a certain extent, because when we did attack and he was there, it just seemed like the ball would stick when it gets to him much more than we are used to, and he would at least help slow it down. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing in terms of the way he slowed it down. I was impressed with the Nduli, and Mbata did also do well in the middle there. Allende is the only one that I feel like had a bit of space here and there, but TLP also dealt with Reyners most of the game. Sipo Chain coming off his line. Those set pieces. But besides the set pieces, man, I also feel like Van Rooyen fought. Siema and TLP really shared that distribution job well. And I think overall we played a strong game. It was frantic to a certain extent. I don't feel like we ever got patient enough to a point where I feel like now we are controlling the game. But I don't know if we had to or if it was a must. I think maybe if we had lost, I would have cited that a bit more. But I think it kind of played in our hands because they did feel that pressure and they ultimately succumbed to it. So, man, let's go through the player ratings one by one. Let's see who did well. By the way, from a Pirates perspective, besides Sibilibili, is he our obvious man of the match? No need to discuss too much.
Couple of good performances, but from a man of match point of view, I think definitely Sibilibili.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, let's get into the ratings now. I just want to put up these players one by one. But obviously, we start at the back. Sipo Chain.
Chain, I give him a 7. I think twice where he saved us, bro. We know he's a very good shot stopper, and he did it again I think he saves 2 shots arenas that could have buried us. Very, very important saves.
True.
Distribution high was decent. Actually, I think he even found Hoto once or twice, which is not even like him. The corner kicks, I won't look at Chain because they were outswingers. There was once where he came out and he shouldn't have. Fortunately, Elodie Madibala, but otherwise, I think Chain had a good performance. 7.
So when we looked at the lineup, we kept on saying, "Oh, we need experience at the back." And actually, TLB, Siema, and Chain, I feel like he should be more leadership type, dealing with things. And I feel like he was a bit shaky here and there. So I'd actually give him a 6 for that performance. So I guess it will average out to a 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, Sipo Chain. And next, Dino van Rooyen.
I thought he played really well, man. He brought the ability back to the right-hand side in Phase 2. We didn't feel like Nerishota. I don't think Matthews gave us any trouble. Thanks to Dino van Rooyen. I think a 7 for me.
He fought well. I would actually give him that 7. I feel like obviously I've seen him do better, but for this one, 7. I'm not going to say too much. Lebone Siema, a nice start for him in this one in a big game, filling in for Bodlela and our other injuries at the back. What did he do for you?
I thought it was a little bit difficult to judge Lebone for me, mainly because I think there was a part of the game where he looked very, very comfortable, bro. Gave us, I think he burst down the pitch a few times and successfully, that was. I thought he played a few very important passes to get us into the other phase of the game. Maybe lost possession once or twice from that same action, but I guess it's his profile as a defender is a little bit more risky. I'll give him a 6.5. I definitely think there's something there. I'm one of the people who believe there's a lot of talent goes upon CM, and I think he can get better if he plays he needs to play next to an experienced player, bro. I think playing 2 youngsters at center back is risky. We got away with it today, but it's risky business. Things can go wrong, but for today, I think 6.5.
Ooh, ain't that a bit harsh? Okay, I'd actually give him a 7, given the circumstances. Thing is, we did get punished in the air, but I feel like it could have been worse. It was a bit of a fighting performance, but I do have a little bit of a reservation within me that says, were we tested that badly? I feel like he wasn't tested as much as TLP because TLP stuck onto Reynes, and so I didn't see Siema in too many one-on-one situations where we are, holding our breath. So I'll give him that 7. I think we do average out to a 7, or we take the bigger number. Nothing in his stats that I am seeing. Let me see. 3 recoveries, 14 defensive contributions. I don't know how that looks in terms of an average, but let me just quickly look at the passing. Passes into final third, 7 accurate long balls, 4 out of 9, not bad. 68 touches. Okay, sharp. I know. I don't have an issue with
decent performance, man. Yeah.
TLP.
I think TLP in Fitzo, if somebody is to search his pockets right now, they'll find Ikram Reynes.
What a battle.
The game is over. He can give it back. I thought TLP was rather outstanding.
Yep.
I'd give him an 8.
Gets the assist also.
Wonderful. Deals with Reynes. I think he lost 1 or 2 battles with Reynes. Over the course of 90 minutes, we're talking about the most prolific striker in the country right now. So I thought TLP played extremely well. 8 for me.
Yeah, 8 for me too. On another day, I might even give him more. Maybe if we win.
yeah.
Sure. If we win 1-0 with that assist, I'll give him 8.5 or more.
Definitely.
Okay, Dion Hotu.
If hard work was a person, his name would be Dion Hotu. Something that, and I'm also partly to blame, we don't talk about Hoto's defensive ability. we never talk about it. I think, and it's a compliment to him because we only left with asking questions about his final ball. But Hoto doesn't lose 1v1s. If we're being honest, it does not lose duels. I don't remember a goal in recent times coming from Hoto being beaten on the left-hand side. So I thought he played really well from a defensive point of view. He gave us what he could. I mean, credit to the Sundowns right back again. He did really well to keep Hoto at bay. Even when he got the ball, he was challenged a lot. So I think 7 is fair for Hoto, and it's a very positive 7. I thought he played really well up against a formidable right back. In defense, I mean, Saleh Mfethu did not get past us except that one time, or maybe even twice. But yeah, I thought Hoto had a good performance.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. What I like about Hoto is that at the beginning of every game, that white ball to Hoto always pushes our opposition back. Did the same in this game. And like you said, defensively solid. I will stick with that 7.
I just wish he could look up before he crosses the ball. I think
final ball.
twice he crosses to a Mahopa who's miles offside.
Sure.
I mean, you know how we always say in football, you don't always blame the one who's offside. You blame the one who passes. Look up for 3 seconds. But yeah, I mean, wouldn't dwell on that.
By now, I don't know what we can say. Oh, wait. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share for these player ratings. Hey, we thought we were going to face another team. I know Mr. Coach was confident. Yeah, but so yeah. I'm just glad that we are doing positive ratings. Oh wait. Let's go for. Let me see what the app wants us to go for next. Nduli.
More sign never fits.
Yeah,
more sign.
Yeah. Yo, imagine where we would be without my cowl.
You was all sleep, you know.
Don't say.
I thought Ndudi played really well. We talk about the great Sundowns midfield. There was no great Sundowns midfield today in Fethu, and I think credit goes to Nduli, our whole midfield, but because Norugwara Nduli, I thought he was industrious and Fethu all over the pitch. Helped us in the build-up. I like how involved he gets into our attacking phase, bro, even as a CDM. I think a 7.5, a very good performance.
Sure. Like Nduli, his addition really, it allows our whole team to actually go forward. Great addition, great signing. Was up and down the pitch. I never found him missing at any point. I would actually give him an 8. Why not? I mean, has he had a more dogged performance so far? I'm not sure. So don't shoot me. I give him an 8. But I played 62 minutes. Not too bad. Came off with a little bit of an injury. I don't know how serious it is. Still have to check with the doctors. And was that his first start of the season?
His first performance.
First time he's on the pitch, right? Yeah. Also, shout out to Ouaddou. Did he pick the team? Who knows? Shout out to actually having him in the squad. So, how do you feel like he performed there?
Thought Mbata played very, very well in Fethu. I've been saying that this is the kind of game you need Mbata in, and he did not disappoint. I thought he was very much involved in our midfield being so strong. Even looked really good on the ball in Fethu. He kept it simple, wasn't trying that ball Tsukudi-sang so much. He was playing short passes.
Nduli's there, I guess.
Combining with Nduli and instances in Fukeng as well. Yeah, a 7 for me. Mbata played really well. I just hope Ndwana Kawateya, we're going to need him next week. Stellenbosch and Sundowns again. Games where we're going to need a talent Mbata. His profile, recoveries, in Fethu. Again, probably second to none in the league. So yeah, very impressed with his performance.
Talking about recoveries, 2 defensive contributions, but obviously these stats don't say everything. we were not losing those 50-50s too much, but I will say in the first half, there were times where we were, I feel like we were tracking back a little bit too much. I don't know if he if he's at fault for any of those. You said you're giving him how much?
7.
7 is fair. 7 is fair. Ish, I don't want it to sound like I'm just taking your ratings, but they are fair. They are fair. Okay, cool. Let's go. Sibele on the right wing. Yes. And then later right back. I mean, come on now.
Our right hand side is alive again. We have a right hand side. We have a threat. Not just only is it alive. Maybe because Mremi is a tar. Sibele gives the defense a lot to think about.
Yeah.
You can't just when Sibele is on the pitch. I thought he played extremely well.
Yeah.
My man of the match for sure. Brings us back into the game. He scored 2 goals. He scored 2 goals.
He scored 2 goals, this man.
So 9 for me. Very impressed. So happy. I hope as far as I'm concerned, he's our right wing starter. And very happy.
Look at that. 3 out of 4 shots on target. 3 out of 3 successful dribbles. It actually says here that he completed the most dribbles in the match.
Our only chance.
Let's not even talk about defensively. Defensively in the second half. And you did say our only chance in the second half, he was there. I just wanted to read this one out. 17 out of 20 accurate passes. Now that's what makes our right hand side alive again with him, because with Moremi, he tends to make a decision too late and then he'll run into traffic before anything happens. Sibele knows at least when to release it, but in such a way that he keeps the attack alive. I do not object to 9. Who hung Mr. Coach? This man deserves it fully. And yeah, so early in his. I mean, he didn't go on. He wasn't there in preseason.
Nix.
And look at that.
First starts in
Look at that.
Welcome to Orlando Pirates, Brian.
Welcome to Orlando Pirates. He's showing you that talent sometimes is just talent.
It's sure.
Doesn't matter how many instructions you get from the coach. Doesn't matter if you're played in the right position or not. He's just got it. He's got it. So now it's a very good headache for what will happen with Apollos and Mofokeng now. At least. Danko. Patrick Ito Maswangani, 70 minutes played. I think he was one of our better players in that first half. What do you feel about his performance?
Another one I thought played really well. I really would just wish Tito Mfethu could become a goal-scoring midfielder, bro. I think his game would elevate so much. We'll start talking about him again as one of the best ever, Mfethu. There's a cutback, Kilibeti Gamang, Tito skies it. But I don't want to tell the negative. I thought Tito was actually played really, really, really well. He had a good performance. I said in the preview that this is the kind of game you need Tito to start, because it's going to give you that grind. You're going to get that hot. He's going to play for the badge. He's going to fight for his team. And I felt like he did a 7 for me. Not the best Tito, of course, but I think considering the circumstance, I think it was a 7 performance.
Actually give him a 6.5. I think, but obviously we're going to give it a 7. But I think the thing with this game in particular is that we were going in there with jitters, bro.
Yeah.
Not really.
Nothing was promised.
Nothing was promised. I was about to say, we wanted the win or we wanted a positive result, but we honestly didn't know where it was going to come from. So I'm afraid that might be the reason why we're like, okay, Odadilo 7.
No, but Tito played well. Honestly, Tito played well. I think I had a good rating for him even before we get the equalizer. Like you said, in the first half, probably one of our better players. So yeah, that's just me, but I thought Tito played well, man.
Okay, fair. The president, Emma 2000, he moved about the pitch 90 minutes. Didn't really tie down a specific position except for that left wing, but not for the entire game. And when Apollos came onto the left wing, I feel like Apollos basically had more ideas on the ball, a couple more switches and whatever. We'll get to Apollos. I'm just trying to highlight when lefting, and if he didn't have his best work on the left, where did he make the biggest difference?
I thought Mofokeng kind of had a game of two halves. In the first half, he was forced to come deep, bro. I saw him in positions where I'm like, oh, I remember seeing Dido doing this. I didn't like that. So I thought Mofokeng was forced to come deep a little too many times. Again, I'm going to give him another match, Mdunyelo, and I win aromatizing. He earned it. And part of that was keeping Mofokeng quiet in the first half. But for me, in the second half, as soon as Mofokeng started to play the number 10, I started to see my star boy again. I saw my superstar again. Oh, but the system Mofokeng. Just to see Boni.
Yeah, that sequence for that assist.
Good shit, yeah.
Yeah, for the sellout goal, that was brilliant.
The wonderful pass, breaks the line there. He finds a man who's clearly onside and he plays him through the defense. Defense splitting pass, I thought he did well for that action. When I think about the second half, I think the second half impressed me so much. I'm fucking fit. And for me, it's a shout for let's give Dido some time on the bench, Yana, and try Mofokeng on the 10 and play Apollos on the left. Last season, I was not one to get excited. I didn't want that, but obviously defenses have studied him a lot more. It's not as easy for him to find joy on the left hand side, and because he's a player who likes drifting anyway, I think he finds more joy in the 10 at the moment. Time will tell going forward. So I think it's tough to rate him though.
Right. I'll come out and just say 7.5 for me.
Okay, I was gonna go with a 7 at most. But if I think about the assist fade, I'll take the 7.5.
Fade. Well, I'm uncertain, but I can't say who seat. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like he had to be unlocked, especially because we had that problem with that left wing. And well done to the coach for actually putting somebody else there who's going to do something different instead of taking his man on to free him up in the middle. So,
coach did well with outside of he could have done a like-for-like change there and wouldn't have helped anybody.
Sure. I'm gonna say Simahoba, he had a lot to do, lots of touches. He was involved way more than I actually thought he would be. And I don't know if it's just been a while since I've seen him, but I feel like he was very much more involved. Yeah, like I said, much more involved than I thought he would be. It says here he actually hit the woodwork. He had a couple of. We know he doesn't have the greatest of shot power, too, but he definitely helped in keeping the defense from pushing up. Sundowns, because they had to deal with him, even though if you put him through on goal, so 1 out of 3 shots actually successful, 28 touches. He body work, body work, body work. So I'll give him a 7 for that.
Mahopa Vela is going to be rather the devil that you know than the one you don't know. I thought menacing, definitely. You know, the word to describe Mahopa or what this step. I know what this step on Vetu, he kept the defense busy, man. They couldn't just relax, and you never know where he's gonna be on the pitch, which is a huge thing.
Yeah.
Look, I thought he played really well, bro. He played really well. He's just not a striker, man. I think, you know what? Maybe if I start to accept Mahopa as a false nine, I'll start to appreciate his performances a little bit more than I do. Again, I thought he played really well. He had a nice little cutback in the first half that could have created something. I wish somebody was there to collect from there. So unlucky not to get the goal. Williams not about it.
Next. Hey, that was a good header.
Yeah, he really should have converted. But there was that one chance where he reminded
That
us.
first time shots.
Yeah.
I feel like he created the chance by actually taking a snapshot. It's just that he reminds you, ish. Even if he had to try that 1,000 more times, he probably would never do it the way he wants to. You know.
You know what? Maybe Mahopa just needs a striker coach to teach him how to shoot a ball, bro. How to strike a ball. I think if he adds that to his game, he'll be a much better player. But from a rating point of view, I think a 7. Again, he had a very, very good performance. In the fella, games against teams like Sundowns, dog, they go down to fine margins. Elite teams in Europe, if you will. And I've seen Devin Titus get that same snapshot and bury it.
He's just not a gunman.
You gotta do better with those chances. But yeah, otherwise, good performance.
Danko, Mahopa. That was the starting lineup. Let's go on to just take a last look there, everybody, at those starting lineup ratings. It's actually looking good. Nobody less than 6.5, and that's Chain. And when you look at outfield, nobody less than 7. So that would suggest we played a very, very decent game. Let's go on to the bench before we move on to the coaching staff and then the referee. I think the first change we made, let me see if this thing is accurate or if it's gonna go. Yes, it's still going through the players by Sundowns. Yeah, so I think okay, here we are. We've got Radio Pani, we've got Apollos, Moremi, Mbule. Yeah, I think the first person to come on, or the first couple of changes, were Mbule and Apollos. So let's start with Mbule.
Hey, Mbule maybe had 1 or 2 good moments. Otherwise, not a good performance at all.
You know what I actually think? I actually think he did help Cabo Frantic. He really helped slow the game down where it needed to be slowed down. Yeah, a little bit more calm on the ball. As a replacement for Mbata, he's just so lucky that he came into the game when we didn't need so much grit and we were a little bit on top. Did he help with us actually gaining the ascendancy? I'd have to scrutinize that a bit more. But he did have his moments where he was a little bit off the pace. I would actually give him a 6.5.
Oh, I think that's a bit much, honestly speaking. I think the midfielders Sundowns did also press him. As soon as Mbule came on, they gave him no space. Obviously,
and he beat the press a couple of times.
He did. Yeah. He did turn once or twice really well. But yeah, for me, not too much impact. I guess it did slow down the game, which was important at certain moments. But for me, I think a 6. A little bit too much. 6.5. Obviously, we wouldn't land on that, but I don't really agree with that, to be honest. I think it was just okay.
Alright, no, it's all good, bro. It's all good. And then the next man to get around those minutes, Leno Kene at the same time as him. Let me make it a 6.5. Hadi Buffet 2. Let me make it a 6.
What's the true reflection?
Okay, fit. Apollos, I feel like, he made use of the ball really well, if you ask me.
He gave us a new dimension in the Prague. Apollos, get different type of winger than Mofokeng. Apollos is going to cut in, but not necessarily try to take on his man. He's going to switch the ball accurately. He's going to find the opposite. Apollos plays with his right wing. And I thought he did a good job of that. Again, like you said, he gave room for Mofokeng to play better. As well. They combined once or twice. I would like to see Apollos delay his shot a little more. I think that's why I'm focusing on Faisal. Of the last 3 games, Apollos shots like already felt like he hits a body, never makes it to the goalkeeper much, and if it does, it's a tame shot.
Yeah, too many block shots, traffic wise.
Yeah, he should.
But what I like is that he made more of a difference from deep.
Yes.
From the halfway line, he could already make a forward progressive pass, like you said, the switches. So that's what I really liked about him.
Yeah, that was a good performance for me. I think a 7 as well.
Okay, I would actually. Let's leave it at a 7. I would have made it a 6.5 just for show me what you got. Show me something better next time. One man that needs a lot of a very big microscope. in his recent performances ever since he's come to the club. Tshepang Moremi.
I've seen enough, bro.
Eish.
I've honestly seen enough. Average player. Moremi has gotten more minutes than every other signing besides Ndule and Mbuli. He played throughout preseason. I think he started against... he didn't start in the Polokwane game. He started against Marumo. Doesn't beat his defender all the time. When he gets his ball, he can turn around and pass it backwards. He's a negative winger for me.
And you couldn't have asked for a better right back in this game.
Yeah, so he doesn't take shots.
Wait, Moremi comes on to be the right wing and Sibili goes right back.
Yeah.
And who ends up in the right wing position more than Moremi himself? It was like at some point he was like, let me play right center mid or attacking midfield. Let me give Sibili the space because clearly he's doing more there. Yeah.
I think, one thing, I think he's not a ball to feed winger. I think he needs to run onto the ball. Which only doesn't really make his case, doesn't save him.
But even when he does get that ball, how's his first touch?
I've seen enough. Yeah, he's gonna have to convince me. I don't know. I mean, like, got a free kick or something. For be like, okay, there's something there, but yeah, I think Moremi, honestly, we talk a lot about Pirates material. I don't know. I think he's average. I've seen enough. That being said, 6 sort of sense or anything like that. 6.
Okay. Yeah. I think if we didn't get that equalizer,
it might have been even worse for him. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not convinced. Hey, bro.
The radio man had a bit of a cameo. Jason.
It's not fair sometimes to rate a player. I think you're giving him too much.
Okay, cool.
It's not always fair to rate a player that got, I think, he got 10 minutes? Nothing more. He got 3 minutes on the pitch?
Yep.
Cameo,
maybe
bro.
Let's say plus stoppage time.
Normally, I don't rate those players at all.
Yeah, if you don't rate them, it means you got a 6.
No, I usually say it's not fair to rate them at all. But there's one thing I want to highlight.
If Najisitse?
First touch, Antoine.
It's hit and miss.
Antoine. He can protect the ball, but he can't trap it. I think he could have at least forced a save out of Williams once, but the first touch is poor and he runs it out. I'll reserve my rating because again, I don't think it's fair to rate a player who got 3 minutes.
You give him dashes,
but Mfano. You're not making a case for yourself against all those people who are saying you're not good enough. I'm not one of them.
I saw. Was it just first legs that I saw?
I don't think so.
Because he looked a bit lively.
Aye.
Hey, keep pressing. Keep pressing.
Why to wife it? Yeah. Because it's gonna sell 1-1, so you outlook on life and become positive.
No, it's fine. It's a debate for another day. Okay, let's go with the man who set it all up. Let me see if I can actually get a picture of him over here. Let me see. It looks like Fort Mobertima, but that is okay. That's okay. Coach Ouaddou. Yeah, no, redemption, Mr. Coach. Redemption.
A part of to an extent, redemption. I mean, we are Orlando Pirates. Not like we're going to celebrate draws now. Although he did win the game. The coach won the game.
Yes.
He scored more than the opposition. I thought brave of him to start Sibili, and I'm happy he did.
Sure.
Oscar Foster brave to bench Apollos. I thought his changes. All along, I think Ouaddou has done well in terms of first 11.
Okay.
With the exception of Mashilo and Feda. But I thought all along he's been doing well in terms of selection. This time around, he was a good coach from start to finish. I thought he made the right changes. He made the right decisions. Brought off the right players to bring on the right players. I think he's all in all game management. I think his halftime talk really made a difference this time around. Normally we fizzle out in the second half, but this time around we actually had a better second half.
Although I do want to put that caveat, there's something about that Sundowns performance that was a bit too fishy for me. But you can only play. I don't want to say beat who's in front of you.
Yeah.
You can only play against whoever's in front of you, and if we can make our mistakes and they get punished, at least we have seen that we have what it takes, and he has what it takes to be like, but yeah.
Yeah, again, to consider like a ball Nangas play me coach. One of the reasons, and you also in the WhatsApp group will know that I am his number one advocate in terms of defense going forward, because every single goal that we've conceded ever since he's been a coach this season has to do with a corner kick or a free kick
or something.
Or I am weighing fell. And I told him and I'm fit to that. You Jose left that problem last season. Our solution is always under price will be grand. So but otherwise I thought the coach did well in his selection. Enough to win the game. So 7.5 for me.
Ooh, if this is a 7.5, when is the man going to get an 8?
When he wins.
He won the game. away. You guys will tell us. In the comments what do you
one more
think?
thing. Nabafit, you guys must know that Mbata being on the bench for all these previous games and playing this game, as well as Mahopa, are answered prayers. Coach is answering my prayers from last season.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of more reason for me to back him.
Sure. Okay, no, I hear you.
And for also seeing what this wasn't the game from Mbule. Because I really don't think it was the game from Mbule.
True. No, for him to see that it was a game from Bata, there's something in there that says he also saw that it's not a game from Mbule. And we wouldn't have been surprised if he did pick him, Yeah. So this versatility and this, coaching
is fluid, eh?
Thank you.
All 30 what players are part of his team. They all go into consideration.
Yeah, and I can't look at anybody and say he's not playing for the coach yet. So, refereeing, you did say, hey, we should be sorting out this whole VAR thing. It's not the only game, but today, a definite error from the linesman. I think the ref actually, I think he went into halftime and actually noticed that he made that mistake and tried to compensate, because I feel like we got a couple of decisions in terms of the 50-50. They were mostly going our way in that second half when we were gaining that momentum and we were tiring Sundowns out. They did try and dive as much as they could, and the referee just did not allow them. Okay, cool. But he did try to make it flow in our favor. So I would give them a 5.
Namfetu, you know what, bro? Football is a game of fine margins, especially these kind of games, bro. And one small decision changes so much. Vetu, I have a coach who's under immense pressure, who's taking over, walking into size 50s, such Jose Rivero. And now, first of all, he must please the supporters, and then he must also go above and beyond the referee's nonsense. It's unacceptable, bro. It's absolutely unacceptable. Especially look at the timing. If we go 1-0 up that early in the game, 20th minute, who knows what happens with today's fixture? Maybe we win the game. Maybe not, but we're never going to get to find out now. Yeah, this officiating, dog, it's sickening me, Fetu, honestly, to think that calls can be wrong back to back. Yeah, I know I've benefited before. I'm not going to lie, but come on. So for that reason, Fetu, that call was big.
Woo! Damn, that's an average of 4. Well. On we move, Orlando Pirates. Yeah, we've got a tough game not so long from now against Stellies in the Premier Soccer League, the Betway Premiership. Who will start, who will play, how will we do as we prepare for that second leg, and we need to retain this flipping cup, and Abdeslam needs to get this whatever off of him. Stelis did well today, right?
Okay, let's go still 2-0 half time. I don't know what happened in the rest of the game.
I can actually check, but yeah. Hey, Vitu, how do you feel about us going into the next game?
We have something to go to Loftus with, or Lucas Masterpieces, whatever that small team plays at. Yeah. We have something to go with. We have something to fight for. I really wish Oli Sanda could be part of this game, because I did say to somebody on Facebook, or if Nda was playing Niguina today, showcase. Sure, Niguina. Because our problem isn't conceding goals. But yeah, I'm optimistic, man. I think, like most Paganeers in Fetu, I'm optimistic. I think it's all to play for. Tough, obviously, to go there with an away goal. It's always difficult to deal with that. You know, for example, if Sundowns gets an early goal, the mountain is climbed that much higher. But I think we can definitely make it happen. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I wasn't looking forward to this fixture. I'm looking forward to the return leg for sure.
Okay, all right. No, it's going to be tough. I am definitely looking forward to the return leg. The pressure will be on Sundowns. They're just looking very shaky. This is the one I'm worried about. But yeah, this one against Steve Barker.
That only wants to beat, as long as you let Pirates, and I had a good season.
Bruh, and he just beats Skupune that beat us. So yeah, we'll see. Thank you for the one chat that came in today from Mindros. Is like, Chain needed to release the ball early. He denies us a chance to counter the opponents. Otherwise, he was good. Yeah, okay, no problem. One day there's going to be a keeper that plays when Chain is injured. And from the poll, we've got 18 votes in. Will Pirates get the job done in Pretoria? 72% believe yes, and 28% believe it's not going to happen. I'm sure you get my course. Well, guys, as you guys should know, if you don't know, our channel was hacked, and so YouTube has been keeping a close eye on us to see if we are really back. And yes, we are back. Full force, player ratings, previews, watch alongs, and yeah, Mapaganea, we need to win a game for a change. How long has it been? Whew, I don't know, but you guys will tell us. Like, subscribe, and share so we can grow the community. Mr. Coach, how do you want to close it?
Mapagania, thank you for being with us. Like Coach, KB just said, YouTube is punishing us, but for you to keep on liking, please, we would appreciate it so much. Whether you're seeing this item or live right now, if you see it later on, as I believe, please help us out. Smash that like button. Please comment who was your man of the match, Vandaag. And let's grow. We are on the road to 4,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button if you hadn't already. And this is on Bona Wednesday. Must deal and deal is.
Danko.